Being in the military would absolutely change the way you look at yourself. This is because military service becomes your life 24/7. When compared to the corporate world, 5 years of active duty is equivalent to 21 years in the business sector. After 20 years of duty, you would have lived 84 civilian years. That's way longer than the typical American lifespan of 78. You have an embryonic sense of self in the military, but you have an overgrown feeling of group. You are not an individual. You are a part of something bigger. So when you get separated from the group, it can feel like you're stuck in the fog. You lose your capacity to see properly and tend to hyper-focus on things that aren't working well in your life. This results to a downturn in mood, perceptions, and sensations. And while what you're experiencing is true, it is not the whole truth. Worse, this transitional fog is not only unsettling, but it may also be overwhelming. We see in movies some characters having a moment of silence in their lives, mostly sitting in a corner or lying in bed when they contemplate if life is worth living or who they are as a person. Some would just jump into thinking of what they can do so they wouldn't have to wake up again the next morning. Unfortunately, this scenario happens in the real world, and 800,000 people every year succeed in staying asleep for good. So, what are our options? Coming face to face with such simple yet daunting questions is the answer. A strong sense of self is quite important in assisting us in making life decisions. Knowing the difference between what comes from our own self and what comes from others allows us to live genuinely. From minor things like favorite meals to broader concerns like personal beliefs. Your self-image might also help you to recognize your own value. You're not flawless, but you're definitely valuable. Here's how we can jumpstart your journey of discovering or regaining your identity. 1. Allow yourself to mourn. You've been separated from a place where you're happy and you felt you belong. You'd be lying to yourself if you say you don't feel an ounce of sadness. So, acknowledge the feeling. Cry. Everybody does. Remember, what you're feeling is completely normal, so stop overthinking. Just let it out whenever you feel the need to. Take Queen Elsa's advice. Let it go. You'd be surprised to find yourself feeling a whole lot better afterwards. 2. Engage in activities that make you happy. What were the things you used to love prior to the military? Is playing sports your thing? Does dancing sound exciting? Make sure to do something you genuinely enjoy on a daily basis. It could be as simple as watching movies with your family or doing the laundry, whatever rocks your boat. A happy heart makes a happy mind. Who knows? Following your heart might just lead you to a phenomenal business idea or a fulfilling career. 3. Recognize your strengths. What are you good at? What do other people say you're good at? At times, we could be too humble to own our strengths. Don't worry, it wouldn't hurt to be proud of them once in a while. Having a strong sense of self requires not only recognizing your skills, but also having confidence in your ability to use them to accomplish your objectives. 4. Define and work on what you're missing. No longer as good in a particular sport as you were before? Not getting the right flavors you want in your recipes? Well, perhaps it's time to start leveling up your skills and taking classes. Try enrolling in formal classes or getting a coach. You'll be shocked to see and experience how much you could improve. 5. Designate a safe place. Your safe place doesn't have to be an actual location. A safe place could be a person or a group that make you feel secure. It could be a place where you can just sit down and enjoy nature, or a Facebook community filled with people who understand you or share the same interests. In most cases, spouses could be a safe place where you can share anything and even rant all you want without getting judged or frowned upon. Thanks to technology, it's way easier to find and talk to people who are relatable, make us feel warm and loved. 6. Try something new. There is some truth to the saying, you can't bend an old tree. But the good thing is, you get to decide if you'll choose to be an old tree or not. Regardless of age, anyone can try something new and learn new skills. Remember, whatever your mind can conceive, your body can achieve. It's a matter of wanting to do something that makes someone capable of doing it. These simple activities could also make you realize or remember passions you've buried for the longest time. Not convinced yet? Well, what can you say about these people? Henry Ford. He was already 45 when he made the Model T car in 1908. Taikichiro Mori. He created the Mori Building Company at the age of 51 and became a real estate investor. Vera Wang, a famous fashion designer who didn't design her first dress until she was 40. Life starts at whatever age you want it to. It's never too late. 7. Picture who you want to be in the future. Many of us grow up dreaming of becoming someone someday. As we mature, most of us end up taking a different route. For some, they simply realized along the way that they no longer dream of the same things they did when they were younger. Others decided to follow the people around them in an attempt to seek affirmation. Don't get us wrong, we're not saying you shouldn't make your parents or other people you value proud, but does doing so bring you joy and a sense of fulfillment? Now that you're already an adult and you lived your own life, it's your chance to finally be the person you want to be. Do you wish to move somewhere new? Start a new job? Meet new acquaintances? Or start a new hobby? Today is the perfect opportunity to do so. We hope we've empowered you enough to take the necessary steps and start living the life you want. A life with a clear identity and purpose. Remember, there is no greater relationship than the one you have with yourself. We wish you all the best in your journey. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's content, please don't hesitate to share some love and hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you wouldn't miss a video. Next up, we'll discuss how to eliminate self-doubt for good. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.